Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. Patreon exclusive. Wisdom Lord, Patreon exclusive. Wisdom Lord, Patreon exclusive link code. But I'm going to just say, I might just name it Wisdom Lord, Patreon exclusive. We'll see how it goes, but this is going to be the thumbnail. We going to work on masterminding this one, right? But basically, though, I'm going to say the wisdom, but the wisdom is abundant. But that's so I like how I do that as well. Basically, though, I thought it was on the way, so I actually am going to break down, like, just different stuff. But as you see, like, this is the, I'll break down the meaning of this. I'll break down the, I'm going to start it off, but it's going to be, like, an example of what the gumbo pot is. So, like, Florida, Miami, it's like the gumbo pot of cultures. So, like, what I hear, and even, like, if you want to say where I heard it from, it could be, like, what I mean by that is it could be, like, a time frame. So, I've heard that over the years. I don't remember exactly because it was even years ago. But it's like when I say, like, Atlanta, like, when I was there, it was a certain time. So sometimes it's more certain times, yet can come from like, it can be relevant today, but you wouldn't relate it to that. So it's like about respecting, like, saluting and appreciating, like, the roots of stuff. For instance, like a soul singer, like an R&B singer. Okay, you're great, but where did, like, the origins, like, you can be great, like, study the origins and salute the people who came before you, who paved the way. So, with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. Wisdom Lord, Patreon exclusive. I just do that because that's what you can type in to find a bunch of my videos. I be forgetting certain stuff. Like, just, it's not a forget it, but it's not there, like. But that's actually, like, on the, this is how, like, you can discern the, boom, Wisdom Lord, Patreon exclusive, YouTube, right? The back of it. Just type Wisdom Lord, Patreon exclusive, right? On YouTube for the channel link. In the IG, that's the typo. But basically, boom. So that's what that says. That's how you can, like, it's a certain things with keywords, but especially Wisdom Lord. Obviously, so certain ones you can find just boom. I'm not getting all that either. But I want to break this down, like, so that you'll realize what I mean, but it's by the gumbo type of pot, effect, etc. We're going to break this down. He said bit by bit I'm playing, but salute. So that's going to be the first link, likely. Salute. Ministry Chap. I will say the name. Or else you just, what's going on, chatty patty in. Because there can be so many links in this. So I may have to listen one by one, bit by bit. I'm playing, but. Because, like that one, for instance, I would relate that to. If you just want to just take these notes, because sometimes I mean, so I'm going to break down, like, I'm going to make this one public. Let me first start with the concept of the video. And prayerfully, I'm going to work on doing it an hour long. I'm not going to say no longer, no shorter, but basically, I'm going to work on that. 100. So, and just see if we can get, because like I told you, the wisdom is abundant. And that's just how wisdom is, period. But it's dope, like, the name even comes from, it's not from me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean, like, I like it, but it's not even like that. That's what I mean by saluting, like, even just that. Because it's the Wisdom Lord, period, is not from me, but it is me. So, fuck a certain topic, like, wisdom's abundant, alright? So, how do I start with this one? we're gonna start with this because this is something I want to break down. There's gonna be multiple topics, but also I'm gonna say this as well. Picked up a dime. Like, this is the interesting thing about it, like wisdom. Look down. I'm like, I see a shiny dime. I seen a dime on the fucking street. It's like 10 p.m. I see a dime on a fucking street, nigga. Me and her all alone, but that's what I mean. It's like but I just see a dime on the street, nigga. Pick her up. But wisdom is a she. Wisdom is the black woman. You don't gotta take it to black woman, but it's a woman. Yet. Alright, but I'm just saying, in a sense, oh yeah, what reason it is. So you'll see how the wisdom, Lord, appreciate it. Appreciate the wisdom, Lord. This is black love, which prayerfully I do not make hashtag, but put in the description. But you'll notice as well, I made that. So, but it's actually black love. I just picked it up just because. Alright, so come from the city of champions, right? The city of chimps, yeah. City of champions first. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Boxers, I ain't gonna say it's boxers, alright? So this is a certain type of wisdom right here. And I'm gonna work on breaking this down, like boom, 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 put a few links, but even like I said, so it's really that abundant though, is the point though, that's the point. So it's not gonna be the complete amount of shit, but this is more so like not gonna say, you mean on the road doing, I might even put that in there. Nigga, you mean on the road, I don't like to use certain words. Nigga, promo, nigga, you listen to, like, what is that? So let me think of what this song is. Weekend. If y'all, I don't know, a lot of people aren't the Weekend fans, but if you're familiar with the Weekend, what song is that? I'm not gonna say type in the comments because the comments are likely gonna be shut the fuck off. But they were on there. Type in the comments, but they're not gonna be. I'm just saying. Your man on the road doing promo. So I ain't doing promo. Fuck that. Same way. What song is this? Let's do a little music trivia. That's what I'm saying. I may not be able to make this like, cause I be going different places. I may make this. The focus is to make it public friendly, but yet we're getting there. Yet I'm not gonna say like the rules and regulations, but like the guidelines, if you want to say, but they can change and stuff like that. And even just for me, it's like, you know, the saying, yet the wisdom, better safe than sorry. Yet the boldness is important. Yet for your mission is important. Yet sometimes you have to notice when the boldness is appropriate. You're not just bold for the day. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be looking at my print. Look at the imprint. My print. Say the sound. What's the next line? You know the next line. Let's get it. You already know. So we gonna do it like this. We gonna sip it slow. I ain't gonna. What I would usually do with this, I'm gonna sip it slow. Cause I'm gonna say this. I know the word of God is right here. Let me pull this out. This is a totally different direction I was gonna take it. Like I said, I made an hour long, but I'm telling you, I can go on and on. I can go on and on. So this is gonna be the Patreon exclusive, maybe or preferably, or just might not be. I don't care about that right now. It may not even post until the next fucking decade, honestly. The wisdom is abundant and also, what is it called? Timeless. Yeah, so I might name this timeless. I don't give a fuck. May I see senor, may I see JC. So, what am I looking for? Hold on. We gonna put this down. I forget what I was looking for. But basically, I mean, I be clowning, but I mean, yeah, it's just, like I said, if you think about how I picked up this day, is this really a shiny dime too? Is this like a clean dime? Like I picked up a clean dime, nigga. Like a clean dime. Like just think about what I'm saying. Off the damn ground. She was. Forgive me for that, cause I don't like to think that she was. it's a dime, but I'm just saying it. But I'm just saying, like a lot of stuff relates to other stuff. So I'm kind of not even getting into what I was playing with that, like so I'll give you this. The benefit for me, but for you really, but I'm saying like the benefit to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Yet, at the same time, I'll just tell you the difference. I'm not gonna say the benefit for you or whatever, but I'll tell you, I'm gonna preface it with this. If you don't like certain stuff, even what you whatever, if you don't like anything about it, just unsubscribe. I don't care. I don't mind. Yet just unsubscribe. You don't watch whatever. I'm cool with that. Yet if you want like certain benefits of just merely subscribe, because like how I do certain stuff and how I know the certain stuff. The benefits if you subscribe, I wouldn't know the benefits of subscribe because like for me, I'm pretty sure like me, I hit the bell icon, but I turn it off. For most people, I only have the bell icon on. One person, for sure, I'm just one person. And like, on another one of my channels, for like 4 people. But I usually hit it off, honestly. Yet, I enjoy people, so like, let me see, I'm pretty darn sure like, Miniature Jap, if I'm subscribed, well, certain channels I won't subscribe even, because it's for certain reasons. But then, other channels I subscribe heavy to just different people, but then some it's more, but I'll subscribe, but I'll usually hit the bell off, because my thing is more about like a certain type of focus. Yet, like Minister Jack, sometimes I'm like, I need what I tell the girl, I was like, I need the minister to speak, the minister, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I need that, but I just know type in Minister Jack, and I'm gonna go there. So some people who like I would say subscribe to me don't pay attention. Same with like follow, say on IG. I pay attention more to them, but they subscribe to me, and I appreciate them as well for following whatever on that platform. But boom, 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 boom. So it's like a difference. Just, and then I've learned you have to like learn how people, just individual people, are, and like just understand it, and then yeah, I mean like people interact different. So I'm not gonna break that down like why I do certain stuff I do right now, but I'm just saying I will get into the whole thing on whatever, like the whole thing that kind of sparked my mind to do this. So I am gonna like follow that structure of it. But this is just how like this is an example. But what I will say first though, if you want to say the benefit is another, but if the benefit of like subscribing, okay, I wouldn't know if there was a direct, because you could still look at my videos and you'll get stuff in your feed if you want to say. That's just for real. So then, but if you like subscribe and get I'm not sure the intricacies of this, but if you subscribe, say, and type in like, what is the other one? Like you can hit the bell, but not hit the bell. But if you just subscribe and you hit the bell, but you turn it off, you'll get notifications. That's what's called. Like if you watch stuff, I notice you get notifications when you watch stuff. But then, if you just don't hit the bell but you subscribe, it'll just be like the neutral one. So you'll get like, that's the one, you can change it back and forth, but I'm saying if you just don't hit it, you'll get one, what is it like, I can look at the lingo, but I'm just gonna go off the top of my dome, how I would describe it. You get more like personal ones that would be like what you usually, I would just put it like that, would like. Yet, when people say, hit the bell icon, I take it as hit the bell icon on, and then, that's how I take it. I flip a lot of stuff, like I always hit the bell icon, I hit it off. But it's for a certain reason. I want to support, but at the same time, I actually support just by typing in the names. So I remember the names, and even like, if you like the history, so you just type in, like, if I type in like, but it may be like in my minister even, it'll do Minister Jack, boom, click it. If I type in like, for a while at least, haven't said it, but if I type in like A, it may do it already. I'm not talking book of Alpha, go down. Alpha Male Strategy, because it's been a while, but Alpha Male, it would just pop up like that. So I remember people's names, and when I want to, boom, I'll run, like I remember the names. I'll support more, so be in their chats more or whatever it's called, and more than that. But I'm grateful like for the people who subscribe to me and who follow me, support, all that. I appreciate it like that. But it's just a difference. That's what I wanted to get into in this video as well. So that's like what I want. I do want to like follow the structure of it. So I'm gonna go with the thing though. But if you hit the bell icon for me, I will say the benefit on my channel is, cause I don't never really say like hit the bell icon. I'm not gonna like encourage you to do it. But I will encourage you if you don't like, if you don't want to follow, if you don't want to subscribe, this is YouTube. If you don't want to subscribe, just unsubscribe. Yet if you want to subscribe, I'll tell you the different, like, I can actually see the benefits. Like, you know, I pay Patreon tiers and stuff. So like the different, it's not tiers, like the TEIRS. Different, you got it, hey, it's wisdom right there. But yeah, I gotta look that word up too. Basically though, this would kind of be like tiers. So I just broke that down because the same way like monetizing, you could break down. Oh, that's interesting, certain stuff. But basically, I'm not getting all that either. So okay, like I told you, if you don't hit it, like the neutral one, just the empty kind of like. But subscribe, you're gonna get the ones that like certain stuff like. Let me see if it breaks how it breaks it down. I don't know if it breaks it down like that right here. But this is just, if it doesn't break it down right here, I'm not gonna really try to do it like that. But okay, yeah. So personalized, that's the lingo. So if you hit it off, none. But you'll still get them unless you just go into the details of it. But at the same time, if you're on your phone, it's different. So it's like different than that. But I'm just saying the basics of it. None, hit it off. Personalized, that's the just if you just subscribe and don't hit nothing, you don't even touch it. That's the empty one. If you do all, because some people aren't like, some people like more. So if you were to break this down to me, like if I was to go to like, what's the one that's huge? What did it say? Apple Music, but there's like ones that are huge though. Like if you go to like Joe Budden's podcast, he'll be like, I'm just saying him for a reason because it's one I know about very well. Like Snapchat, for instance, I don't do it, but I'm familiar with the name. So if I was to go on Snapchat, I would have to learn it. Like for instance, like my cousin, she doesn't like YouTube, but her daughter likes YouTube. So if she went on YouTube, she could be tech savvy, but you still have to learn what it is for the shit that you're doing. So basically, if you type all, you still may miss some of them actually. If you type all, that's my point. That's like a benefit that you'll get with my channel, somewhat like a Patreon. Because I'm not sure. Hold on, I actually do not exactly. So for me, I'll do a lot of stuff like I upload this. Okay, so I do know how to do it, but usually it's a benefit if I don't do it a certain way. Because I actually know certain, because it's still a process even as it is. Because I just kind of just thought of this. Oh, okay, that's how I can do it. But if I do it a certain way, if it's unsubscribed, unlisted, you can still get it. So that's the benefit. If you subscribe and hit the bell on, like get all of the notifications, unless it's just like because that's what I got the wisdom about say from Afi though. Because he has another channel as well, like a wrestling channel. It's different. But he noticed because he was like, you can like see like you notice like they don't all like what's it called though. So you have to like tell people like how to like get all of them if they want to. So his thing may be like subscribe to the Patreon or whatever. But so I'm saying you'll get benefits if you do actually hit the bell with mine. I don't just want to say hit the bell just so you'll get all the notifications. I don't care if you like get notified when I post a video, but it's just I don't know. I don't explain that. It's not I don't care. I don't want to be like I don't care, but I kind of don't. So we're gonna get into this more of the topic, which I'm grateful. It's only about 20 minutes in, so that's kind of cool. So the topic was to say like shout out to the girl. This Maggie can go into praise in the public because I love this. I love like the music selection she picked. Cause she'll pick songs. I'm like I don't like explain it, but I'll focus on them and like I'll break down the lyrics. But it'll be like I love how she said like anyway, but focus on the lyrics. Like it's not about like focus on the lyrics. That's what I mean. Like that's a custom made thing. But I like her because she is girly. Yeah, she's custom made. I'm gonna say it's like imprint lingo. But I'll go to this like the animus and the animal. That's just keywords right there. But basically beyond the keywords in the bit. Even a custom made chick, she's still gonna be. It's gonna be a masculine, like a yin yang, like masculine, feminine difference. Even with the equally yoked thing, it's still a difference in. So I'm not gonna get into that right now because that would just, you know what I'm saying. I'll break stuff down to her like different, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm working on it being like, not extremely, but to an extent extremely public friendly. It still may have the age restriction, it still may have the not for kids, but I'm just saying just public period, friendly, like just on the safe side as well, not just merely public friendly, yet just I don't know how to explain that either. I don't mean sucker proof. I just mean like foresight, having foresight as well, so it can stay up. Cause you know, like even if you do look at like not so much the guidelines, but like what is it, like the policies they update. So I mean like foresight like that. I mean, cause we'll say like this, some videos, just we'll say YouTube, cause it is like it's been around for a while. So I mean, like if you got on 10 years ago, they may update them like every year or so. So if he was on 10 years ago, 8 years ago, it was, there's different stuff so I'm not going to get that either. So, if you do it or whatever, you'll understand what I mean. So I'm not going to get into that. But I will say certain stuff that's age restricted, even just because the new updates weren't age restricted. For instance, last year or 2 years ago, where they say 2 updates ago, or there's stuff that you have to be able to adjust to. So sometimes if it's like some stuff, you could have a more vision or foresight to make it more to last, at least for a specific thing, like one video, for instance. So the goal is to make this public, just because, like, when you type in this, it's a good way to see like certain stuff. So I'm prayerfully it's gonna be able to last, so it can be public in that sense, so you could at least see a updated. That's my point. Updated video as opposed to older video. That's all I'm saying. I don't care to ruffle feathers per se, but I'm just saying that's my only point for this one specifically. Beyond that, that's why I'm giving you that gem. For instance, like what I said earlier on. So just take that to the head. Although I'm gonna give you links to certain stuff, perhaps, but I mean not perhaps. I haven't gotten to the thing of which the whole concept came from. But I'm gonna work on breaking this down real quick and posting a link to it. But break it down, like how I'll break down stuff. But I might not do that. But I also prayerfully I'll put the link to. I say prayerfully because I mean, there's certain stuff I don't pray for though. So what I mentioned earlier, like see the champs. I'll do stuff so I blend in yet stand out, yet not like I always want to stand out, but not stick out like a short thumb. I'm using like kind of like sayings now, but so I'm gonna chill with that concept for right now. So I'm gonna chill with that concept for instance, right? I'm gonna get into this, just why I even thought of this video, just kind of break it down to like how I would break down the sermon. But like I said, I just want the title to be Patreon exclusive. And if anything, I could play with this one, like You get the word exactly right on those things. On the keywords in this one's gonna be. I actually might go back to this video. I learned a lot from it. I didn't even finish the video, but I might do that. But I may not. Yet I may, because some stuff, if you just pay a simple, like, I'm not getting to that either though. But if you make a simple, I'm gonna say money. There's one, say app, right? I'll break that down. I can't think of the name of it, but I know where to get the name from. Is my point. So I would say that's like but to just make it simple, because my thing is more like I want to create my own names and a certain way I do it. Yet there's a certain way you can just basically get better titles. I might even do that, honestly. But my point is though, not that, I'm saying something else. But this is how like you can have like either time. If you don't have time, you can make better. If you don't have time but you have money, you can use that. If you don't have money but you have time, you can use that. Yet mine is like get paid to be yourself, but mine was also I don't have the money to try to like pay a monthly subscription, for instance. Like I have it technically. Sometimes you don't have it, but it's like Warren Buffett said, I can't afford a new car. It's not he clearly can't afford a new car. Yet is that gonna help him do what he wants to do? If you can afford, say, well, I don't know how to explain that, but I'm not gonna explain that right now. But okay, so this is, I'm going to be honest, this is German Shepherds. Please forgive me. I love it. I'm just saying, like, it's not like, not what I like. I actually do subscribe to it. I'm just saying, I'm a philosophy. Let's listen to this soundbite, but I respect him a lot, actually. He's very helpful. So, she's working out. And I'll break down how you can discern something. This is for the girl, but also just in general, it really is like this is how you can discern something, like to get how people will say. I mean, you might not eat meat, but it's you have to take the. I wouldn't say the wisdom, because I might say it's a cliche, but it's but I mean you have to take like you have to be able to understand certain stuff. So I'm gonna listen to this, but doesn't mean I subscribe to his whole concept. Like if I listen to him, but I'll say I'm not gonna break everything down right now. Period. That's what I'm saying. I'm working on making this public, but usually it wouldn't be public. I'm just making this public. I likely won't. I might even post it, but I mean until who knows when. But probably I just make this public just to kind of just update on certain stuff. But basically though, this is how I would decipher or discern stuff, to have like a certain eye for certain stuff. So listen to this. She's nicer. First of all, she's way easier to approach. I mean, we can talk about that alone. She's way more approachable. Perfect. But she looked good as fuck, I'll be honest. But he's talking about what he's talking about. You'll see what he's talking about. But then this, I found the link. I was like, what's up? But this is, if you type that in, that's the name of the video what I saw. So it's a different thing. So, but I'm gonna just play it for a second.
You know, this is the type of shit that gets under the black woman's skin. You're not competing with this. The average black woman is not.
Wait, that's a key word right there. The average black woman, and you're gonna have to keep on listening though. Just do it. Just listen. I'm gonna be honest. Shut the fuck up and listen. I don't talk that much. Just shut the fuck up and listen. You might not like the F word. If you don't, then unsubscribe. But I'm just saying. If not, get past that. That's the point of what I'm saying. You can't be too like, if you can't handle it, just don't listen. Or else, okay, I like what you're saying, but sometimes you're not ready for something. But then okay, later when you're ready for something. If you're not ready, just don't listen now. You may not even think you're gonna listen later, but you may be ready to listen to something later. So don't be too judgmental on shit. Just let it go. But okay, this is black love. So just listen, motherfucker.
This is what's angering y'all. she thinks she black.
I won't say it, but she do look good. Let me laugh. Yeah.
She fine.
She is. She
And
don't
they
get
work on it.
oh, my
They
goodness.
work on it.
Okay, so like you said, the average doesn't. He didn't say black woman. Even if he says black woman, you have to discern enough that they take the fucking lesson. God dang it, I'm playing, but for real, let's get it. But the key I got, what I would give, I gave the video to the girl. Take what he's saying, and that's why I said like see it through what I'm telling you more than what I'm giving you. They work at it. Okay, that's what you take from it. I wouldn't say don't feel nothing about it. To separate, because he's talking to females. You're not gonna separate the emotion, but you have to be able to not get wrapped up in the emotion. Is the point? Because you can get wrapped in emotion, you just cut everything the fuck off, and and not appreciate what the fuck he's saying. That's my point. So I got a privilege to do that. Hope I can just focus on this one fucking thing. This right here. This message right here. What is he saying? Yeah, I'm not gonna focus on this the whole time actually. But.
They are lapping you hoes. While you hoes are sitting around having 8-hour discussions about.
It was interesting. I was jogging, like, but I'll say that when I mentioned like the city champ. But so like for me, I was jogging, but I was walking the street like I had the hoodie on, but I'm like, okay, it's a certain time of night, so I don't want to have the hoodie on just to stand out for no particular reason. I had to spit it like boom, hoodie, black nigga walk. So I was like, let me just do like this. Then I remember I was joking, so I'm not gonna get angry, but basically, certain people be like. If you get like the benefits of cold showers, you can just type in benefits of cold showers. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna definitely have to have this off just because there's benefits to coldness, period. To coldness. Cold is more healing than, well, not more healing, but can be healing more so than not. And I'm gonna definitely enjoy this motherfucker real quick. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. I ain't got to fuck him. Go back to the fucking first. You type in this shit. More words than other. First, the video towards monetizing. I ain't about to just. I ain't gonna type it. I might not put in no damn links. I got so many damn. You might just have to just peep what the fuck I'm saying so you can catch what I'm saying and type the shit in. Like, I will say that I learned a lot of like. I'm not gonna get in that either, but. Wiz Khalifa, for instance, it's the thing like be the same, so be BTS, be the same. I don't remember how that song actually goes, but it's be the same. I ain't gonna switch up unless it's more like I can adapt to certain stuff. I ain't gonna be like do certain shit that ain't gonna like. But I'm just saying, man, I ain't gonna be like necessarily like. I'm gonna change up on me, so that's what I wanted you to get from me as well. Like, make it your own. That's one of the lessons, like, just period, what I got from this, which has nothing to do with this video in particular. That's my point, though. I got transferable skill. I'm gonna just say, like, that's why I mentioned before that I love the girls, what she appreciates. Comparison kills. Like, don't try to compare yourself. Like, it's like if I'm this size. I'm trying to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his size. I mean, if anything, if I'm gonna look up to someone, for instance, I may look at someone like I'm trying to think of like a popular name people would know. Like I don't know a popular name because I really like studies, so I don't know how to explain it. But it's like a heavyweight. Let me see, what is it like? It's like a we'll say like a I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a featherweight boxer trying to be like, you could obviously learn from like a heavyweight boxer, the heaviest boxer, for instance, and vice versa. A heavyweight boxer trying to be the lightweight, but okay, you can be the best lightweight boxer, but trying to be the best heavyweight, but you're lightweight. This is like something called like a body type. You don't have the bone structure. You don't have like what the fuck, like you're focusing on. You're completely focusing on the wrong lane. let alone you can learn from it and respect it, etc. But you're focusing on the wrong shit. Like you're the strongest heavyweight. You're the strongest featherweight. If the strongest featherweight trying to be the strongest heavyweight and the strongest heavyweight trying to be the strongest featherweight, if those are the two dialectics, they're both gonna be fucked up when both of them can be the best at what the fuck they do. That's when you gotta be confident in you. Fuck out of here. I ain't gonna say that, but for real, I'm saying shit. I've learned to realize that when I don't give a fuck, I get blessed. That's the thing. I ain't gonna tone it down so much. I don't just say it. What? I mean, yeah. If it's a place no swears are allowed. I may not do it, or I may not swear. I'm not gonna swear at certain, but if swears are allowed, I may just have to put on a restriction if I don't want it. But if I don't want to put on a certain restriction, where if it's like where swears aren't allowed, then I won't swear, or I'll put on a restriction. But certain, if it's a restriction like 18 and up, for instance, I'm saying, then I'm gonna have to do the 18 and under guidelines for certain stuff. But I mean, stuff like that, I'm gonna still get it out. I'm gonna still do what it do. If it ain't public, word. But I'm not too concerned about the intricacies like that. If anything, I would pray like the max. Like, I'm gonna say it like that. Like, I'm not too concerned with that. If it gets flag taken off like down, word. Probably is just the one video, or just what's it called. I pray that doesn't happen actually. But I'm saying like, shit. I mean, I like that. My thing is, okay, that's cool, but I do appreciate my channel, so I'm not gonna do some shit to on purpose. At least if it is, I'ma still say thank the Lord. May